back. It's League on Lock. That is Mark, and my name is Eric. And we talked about these crazy roster moves a little bit yesterday, but Mark wasn't here, so we're going to dive deeper into them. Talking about this Liquid starting roster that they've already got finalized. Steve had the money, he had the checks ready to go, threw them in the mail. People still mail checks, right? That's how you pay for
I think that's how that happens nowadays, especially because, hey, Steve did, though, make the quick phone call on his big-time business phone to MasterCard, shout out MasterCard, making sure that he had the room on his card to make that type of purchase here. And oh boy, Steve really racked up a lot of credit here.
Yeah, he paid with his MasterCard on his HTC phone. Shout out Steve doing his work. But this roster for Liquid, people, it's a little ridiculous already. They're saying if they don't get at least semis, they should really get to the finals at Worlds. If they don't do that, disappointment. Blow it up.
I'm just if they don't sweep Invictus Gaming in a full 5 games, I want 5 game sweep here, and I'd be disappointed. No, come on, guys. This is a good roster. This is a good lineup, and a lineup that should have expectations and expectations of having success at international events. Yes, but saying that if they don't win these type of events right away, even before this team has even played a single game as this roster,
they haven't even met.
No way, guys. Come on, let's relax here a little bit.
I mean, the fact that you're still changing 2 players is still a big adjustment. That's still a huge portion of your roster that you have to implement in, especially when one of those changes is to your bottom lane and where the native speaking language isn't the same for the 2 players. I know Core JJ can speak English pretty well, maybe not as good as Ole, but we got to give a throwback to his time on Dignitas because it's not his first time in NA. The infamous Ezreal ultimate where he accidentally clicks on Shifter's portrait.
No.
Here it comes, the absolute.
No.
I hate it. I'm sorry, Core JJ.
I hate it so much.
I'm sorry, Core JJ. We had to honor your return to NA with some of the Dignitas highlights.
World champion, by the way. World champion, by the way.
There he is on Dignitas with Shifter doing an intro to their YouTube channel. He's back in NA, and what a story. He was kind of a meme. He was a meme in NA as like, wow, you imported this guy at an AD carry. Completely changes the entire storyline when he role swaps to support, becomes a world champion, one of the best supports in all of the LCK and all of Korea. He was a hyped up AD carry. He was top 5 in that solo queue ladder. Obviously did not live up to that hype, but now he definitely is as a support, and he comes in as a pretty substantial upgrade over Ole.
Yeah, certainly a substantial upgrade in the sense of how he should be playing with the likes of Doublelift. Doublelift is known for being so lane-focused, lane-dominant type of AD carry. And what exactly is Core JJ known for? Being the exact same type of thing as a support, helping be lane-dominant here. That is what I expect. And I think that, hey, if you're an AD carry or bot lane duo here in North America that's not on Team Liquid, I'd be scared because they're going to be smashing through you so hard. It's going to be insane the type of leads that this duo should be picking up in the bot lane.
Yeah, the expectations should be high. First of all, this is a team that already won back-to-back LCS titles, so even if they made no roster changes, there would be some expectations there. You bring in what on paper are upgrades in mid and support. You should expect them to win their 3rd straight LCS title, and yes, if they go to an event like MSI, you should expect them to get out of groups and at least show that they can compete with the top teams around the globe. But let's settle down. We can't call this the best Western team of all time, especially after what Fnatic just did and before these guys have played a single game.
Yeah, we need to relax a little bit here. But if you want to take some time to maybe look at some interesting parts about that lineup, I think Eric had it right there with the little thing on the board mentioning that, hey, this roster is a very experienced, very veteran roster with some players that have some age to them here. This is about a 25, 26 average age on this roster, which for esports obviously is centuries of age there. When you're talking about the likes of Invictus Gaming, the most recent world champions, average age of 19 years old there. So it's certainly a difference here in North America and as far as building a super team like this. But I think having that veteran presence, having this experience is what you need here in North America to get through all the hurdles, to get through all the naysay and doubters here online. I think that is going to be a big thing here for Team Liquid to have that veteran presence on their roster.
And it should definitely help them, particularly at those international events. But let's pump the brakes a little bit on this roster before we at least see the other teams in NA. Perks and Caps, the big news yesterday. This is not finalized. It's just a rumor, again, from Jacob Wolf that of course, Caps is going to G2 and Perkz is role swapping to AD carry. Could this, even if it works out as well as you possibly think, is this really going to make G2 better? I'm hesitant to think that in 2018, when the game is so developed that you can just role swap to an entirely different position.
I think that the way that you look at this and how that this makes G2 better is just simply the idea that you have more superstar players on your team that have but they still have the capability of taking over and ending the game for your team. And I think that's what they're trying to do here with the likes of putting Caps there in the mid lane, Caps more proficient on the likes of the mages and certain types of champions there, and then keep Perkz the ability to go down into the bottom lane. Perkz' ability to play the likes of Kai'Sa, Lucian, Yasuo ADC even. That could be what they're looking for here with that type of lane swap as far as what Perkz' champion pool is compared to the likes of a Caps. And if we can have both of them on our team, keep them away from the other teams here in the LEC, could be an even bigger steal for G2.
Here's the thing, people want to point to, and we're showing highlights of his fantastic funnel comp play when he was playing Lucian, Xayah, Kai'Sa. And listen, there's no questioning that Perkz has fantastic mechanics, can team fight with the best of them on these marksman champions. But when you're playing funnel comp, you're not laning. You're not laning at all. You're just running through the jungle for free. That's one of the biggest aspects of playing competitive AD carry, is laning in that bottom lane with your support and developing that 2v2 synergy, something he's never done on a professional scene. I know he's been duoing a lot with Mickey, and they've been doing those in-houses, but that's still not the same as when you're on stage. And even knowing when to rotate, when to push waves, where to be on the map, that's all things that these guys are going to have years and years of experience, and Perkz will have weeks.
Yeah, it'll be certainly an interesting catch-up for Perkz to play here as far as these type of things. And then when you're thinking about what G2 actually had in their bot lane heading into this offseason with the likes of Yarnan and Wadid there, was a bot lane that actually managed to grow and develop throughout the course of the year and find their own success stories on the likes of a Heimerdinger down there that was able to crush. And as well, even in the semifinal match against, quarterfinal match against RNG, dying only 3 times to the likes of Mr. Uzi down there. That is pretty good bot lane. So there are big shoes, not exactly Sven and Mithy size shoes, but big shoes still to fill here for the likes of Perkz.
Yarnan doesn't believe that this is actually going through, but everyone else seems to think that this rumor is coming true. That's all the time today for League Unlock. Eric and Mark with you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.